I'm focusing on a Palo Santo stick, and I'm focusing on the end burning, and I'm lying on my back, and I have the Palo Santo stick pulled into focus. It's closest to my eyes. Beyond the Palo Santo stick is a door, which is ajar, and there's a light from the other room, and the room that I'm in is in darkness. And so as I'm focusing on the light in intervals, I'm then focusing on the door that's ajar beyond the Palo Santo stick. So both the Palo Santo stick and the jar are taking turns at being in my focus, and they're changing simultaneously from foreground to background. And what Spirit is showing me is perspectives, and how perspectives can change very quickly, just within subtle movements of the eye, depending on how we look. It depends on what we see, whether it's in the foreground or the background. And whatever's in the foreground, it gets most of our attention because it fills up most of our eyes. Sometimes the fear can be in the foreground and the truth can be in the background. I'm seeing the world, the image of our world, a world. You could also think of it as a picture frame. And in that frame is chaos in terms of there being no order. So there is also no predictability. And so this picture frame has a living, breathing world inside of it. So the picture is always changing, always moving. So you can't rely on anything. You don't know what's going to happen next. And you don't have a routine because of this. The nature of this picture is spontaneous. One minute, waters can fall. The next minute, fires can burn. Cities can rise, fall. Lovers can make love, then fight, then kill each other. Babies are born, men and women die. And where there's chaos, there is no focus in the brain. And so in times of fear, you have to go into your heart, not your mind. And you have to find your center there. It's the only freedom, because fear, it lives in the mind. It's not real. It's a mind game. It's a blind spot. You took your eye off the ball for a split second, and fear took hold. But fear's not real. Fear, it exists within the mind. So you need to go straight to the heart, and you need to get out of your mind. And whenever you feel afraid, if you go down to your heart, that is the way to get out of the fear. That is the way to take the control away from fear. Because when fear takes control of the mind, there's no discernment. You've lost the ability to make choices, to make good choices. So you need to pull down into the heart. And you need to find the center of your heart. And that will free you of your fear. And the system is a mind game. The government, the world stage, it's control of the mind and psychology of the human is used against the human. And the world, it looks like chaos right now. That's exactly what it is. But it's a mind game. It's orchestrated. It only exists in the mind. That's the only place it has power. It's literally a game playing with your mind. And this game, it's all about power. It's chess. It's all about strategy. There is a goal. There's power plays. There's already the end goal. Everything else is trying to make that end goal come about. When you see the world like that, and you stop just being a passenger, and you extend your world beyond the society that you live in, right? And if you look beyond what it's supposed to be and what you're told that it is, and if you just see what it really is and what it's really doing and what it never will do, then it's very easy to see what is real and what is not, and what is realistic and what is not, and what was a lie and what is not. You can gain discernment from looking beyond your life. If you are feeling afraid, you need to go down into your heart and you need to look at the game before you. You need to look at the game of the world stage. And what you have to do is you have to pull yourself down into the roots of yourself. I'm seeing you being represented as nature. You're rooted in the earth, so you need to come back down to earth. Whenever you are taken high up in the mind and fear is taking control of the mind, then what you have to do to reset is to pull yourself back down to the earth and root yourself into the earth, root yourself into what is real, into what is in your core. And you have to take the power back away from all of the information that has given fear the power. And you have to strip it all away until you are rooted in the earth again. And that's how you reset from fear. Because fear is just something or someone else controlling your mind, and it's you being stuck in the mind. You're a prisoner of your mind. You're stuck in your brain, and you need to get yourself back down to your heart in order to gain control again. You need to take control away from the mind, and you need to give the authority to the heart, because the mind is compromised. Fear is controlling it. It's compromised. It cannot be trusted anymore. Because it's scared and it will just follow. So we have to take authority away from the mind and we have to give it to the heart. And I'm being shown the expanse of space, the expanse of the cosmos as a visual representation. The visual representation, it gives you the feeling of expanse. and I'm being shown lungs breathing in the cosmos as a star constellation. It's up there with the rest of them, but it's a picture. It's there for our benefit. It wants to be seen, and it's telling you to breathe. It's telling you to pull yourself back into your body and bring yourself back down into the earth and root yourself in the earth. And you have to take that power back for yourself, and you have to take your place in the cosmos. And this is all to bring you into yourself as an individual, away from your mind, because the mind is a tool. It's there for you to use, but others who understand how it works, they can manipulate it, they can control it, they know your weak spots. That's why this world is constantly kept in chaos and fear and war and famine, and everything is to keep us on the edge. It's to keep us dependent. There is no democracy. There is no choice. I'm showing these lungs, they weren't red to begin with, but they're filling up with blood. The vessels in the chest are filling up with blood. Blood is pumping through the veins. Everything is a healthy rouge. The more you breathe, the more you power your body, the more breath you put into your lungs, the more you take your power back and into the core of yourself, into your heart, and you pull yourself down into the earth, into the root, and that's where you'll get your strength from, like a tree. Fear is a mind game. It just exists in the mind. And it's there to take control and nothing else. And when fear is at the helm, you have no ability to make decisions. You have no ability to help. You've no longer got a spine. You've got nothing to rely on, because the power has been stripped away from you. And all you have is worry, because you're a mind without a heart. And from this point, what I'm being shown is you are a horse that is roaming free. You're a stallion. You're strong, you're fast, you're free, you have no saddle. Nobody owns you. And you're on your back legs, and you're just standing to attention in the moonlight. You don't belong to anybody. So for everybody who's feeling afraid right now, especially in this current climate in the world that we're living in, where pockets of civilization are getting fed up and they're fighting back, governments are falling, the world is reshaping itself. We are being threatened with war. Some of us are in war. And so I'm being shown an exam room with people sitting at the desk. And they're all sitting there in a line. All of the desks are laid out in lines. And you've got symmetrical rows. Students sitting down at chairs. When you sit down on a chair, the chair forces you to bend your legs at the knees, forces you into this position, into this pose, and everybody is in this pose and everybody picks up a pencil and they take the same pose with the pencil. They all start writing down on their exam paper, all in unison. Yeah, it's a way of controlling a group of people. A global event controls a group of people. It forces them into a behavior, like sheep. The sheep just follows the sheep in front of it. That's why if one sheep runs off the cliff, the rest of will follow blindly, and they won't even think about it. They won't question it. It's kind of what fear does. And when it's something that comes from the government, that's there to control us all. That's there to make us all behave in the same manner. And so what I'm being shown, what I'm here to tell you is that it's all just mind games. And the games are there to control, to force you into a certain movement. It's all about controlling what you do next, controlling how the world is, controlling how you see the world. And that's all it is. But it only exists in the mind, the power that they have. It's always mind games. It's only in the mind. So pulling yourself away from the mind, you take your power back. They cannot control you anywhere but your mind. The mind can believe a lie, but the heart can't. The heart gets sick if it believes a lie. I'm being shown apes, but apes as in like from the movie The Planet of the Apes, where the roles are reversed. So apes are very much humans in the way that we are now, and they are intelligent, and they can talk, and they live just as we do. And so what I'm being shown is that so although there are signs of intelligence, like evolutionarily, they still look like an ape. So how they appear hasn't changed. So what I'm being shown is that part of us has been held back. And we think, to quote John Lennon, we think that we're clever and we're classless and free. But there's still a part of us that has peasant energy. There's still a part of us that is underdeveloped and has been held back. How we are allowed to be, how we are programmed to be, how we are engineered to be is to be controlled. And everything that interacts with us, everything that comes from a governing body, it's all to control. It's all to control the flow of everything, to go where they want it to go, for us to be how they want us to be, to do what they want us to do, to behave how they want us to behave, to talk about what they want us to talk about. That's all the television is. That's all the news is. It all keeps us on a certain line. It keeps us in a certain room. it keeps us in a certain conversation. It keeps us in certain thoughts. It's all controlling what we do, what we think, how we feel. And so, much like if we give control over to a governing body to govern us, we're basically giving that governing body the control over our minds. We're giving our minds over to them. And we're allowing them to control our mind. Our mind is how we see the world. It's how we think about the world, how we think about ourselves, how we think about other people, how we think about religion, race, sex, everything. And they are basically creating that world in our mind. And so again, I'm being brought back to nature, to the roots, to the earth, to the ground, to connection with the essence of yourself and what you came from and your true potential and your own power. And it's only your own power if you own it, if you take it for yourself and you use it and you integrate it. And I've been shown natives like Aboriginals, Native Americans, tribes all over the world. And so they had a sense of grounding. They had a sense of roots in the earth, being of the earth. They had a sense of where they came from in terms of nature. And they harnessed the power in themselves. They were closer to that connection. We have stumbled far from the tribe, far from the village even. We have lost our connection, but we must try to get it back. I'm being shown like the skeleton of a really large animal in a desolated land. So it's a land that time has forgot. It was what once was, but it no longer is. And there's a big focus on the spine of this creature, the vertebrae. Something to do with time, of not being the first, not the first civilization, not the first version of the world. The sense that it's all been done before. It's a sense of it being a game. The sense of we're in a game. And it cycles out, it cycles in through time. In a loop. And I feel like the loop, the point is to escape. The loop has to be broken. The loop is a prison. It's what makes you keep behaving in the same way over and over again, even though it doesn't serve you. Like we're in loops. We're going round in loops. And it's very important that we break as many loops as we can. Because this far down the line, there's been a lot of loops created for us. And so we're like hamsters on a wheel. And that's what's happening. And everything that comes at us, everything that tries to take control of our mind, is what is keeping us on the hamster wheel. And that's what we think freedom is. It's the wheel. And we're going round and round and round and round and round, but we're not really moving. We're on the same spot. And the more we give our minds over to something else, to somebody else, the more we are allowing them to shape the world for us, to shape how we think and see things. And we're just forever on this wheel, and we're never moving from the spot. It's an illusion. The world, what we think is the world, is just the world that they create for our minds. But when you take control for yourself, you can then see what the world really is. When it's not that, it's something else. And I'm being shown a mystic from the movie The Dark Crystal. Mystics are one half of a whole. There's the mystic and there's the Skeksis. And when they are together, they are an Urzkek. And so originally they were this being, this Urzkek, and they became corrupt, and they separated into two beings. And so the one half of them was good and one half of them was bad. So the mystic had the roots and the earth and the spirituality and the connection. And the Skeksis, it got the greed and the corruption and jealousy. And we kind of like have to become whole again. We were whole once upon a time, and we were split in two, and we are forever battling with our other half, with our shadow, and we have to integrate our shadow. So if you really want to not be afraid anymore, then you have to integrate your shadow. You have to stop pretending that you're better than other people, that you're not capable of the worst things, because you are. You're human. And on any given day, you're capable of committing a crime, of committing acts of violence. You have to break all opportunities for fear to grow, for fear to take hold. And I was shown this the other day for another channel, but again it's the photograph burning, blistering, smouldering away. And it's quite a unique thing to watch, because instead of watching it be consumed by a ball of flames, it just kind of disappears. It becomes consumed by air almost, because there's not a lot of flame. It's like a blistering, and then the blister sort of dissipates once it's expanded, and then bursts, and then it just sort of shrinks into nothingness until the photograph is gone, or the film is gone. And once it's gone, it can never come back again. You can't go backwards. You can't go back to sleep once you are awake. And that's the message.